if the roles was reversed, us as black people will feel like, oh yeah, it was racial. He's gonna have to be thrown under the jail for God. I think it would be kind of hard to prove self-defense. You're going to an area where you wasn't supposed to be at per se. You telling somebody, hey, you touch me, you gonna find out what's happening, so they can say that you premeditated that. You know, like the legal system. One thing I learned about the legal system, if you're wrong just a little bit, their whole job is to convict you and make sure that you're a menace to society.
Correct.
So, you know, that's why they bring up those pictures of, oh, well, you know, he was holding a toy gun in these photos and he was smoking a cigarette. He's a thug. They try to paint these narratives. So I already knew with him, that whole line of, hey, you touch me, you gonna find out, that wasn't gonna fly over well in the court system. Like on the streets, people like, yeah, man, he's standing up for something. But the force and the action of what he did, as far as, you know, poking that dude up because somebody touched him, it sounds like it's obsessive. So once it becomes like,
no, I'm like I said, I'm not too familiar with the case, but I don't know. I guess I've seen some parts of it when it just first popped off that he was, I ain't gonna say the aggressor, but he came back to the scene or something like that.
Well, after the altercation?
I mean, I don't know what it was. I mean, it's just saying, okay, if you got the wham wham on you, you already premeditating it. If you there in, because I don't know what happened. If you already got the wham wham on you, you already plan on getting down if somebody says something wrong.
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to say self-defense when you're going to an area where you know that there's about to be rival schoolmates or whatever, to where it's automatically going to be some tension. And then people is going with the narrative, oh, well, you know, it was raining, he was looking for shelter, and he just so happened to be over there. Like, I don't know about all that, but still, at the end of the day, race is definitely going to have to play a part in it. The boy that lost his life was white, and the person that ended up doing it was black. So that's already some tension right there. So, you know, to be honest with you, from what I know, that's how I felt about it. Now, if I come across some different information of where it's like it wasn't the narrative that I was previously told, then I can change my mind about it. But currently, what I think about that, yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of hard for him to get off on self-defense, and that's what it shows. Another thing, they were saying that the jury didn't have any black people on it.
Say what?
That's one of the narratives that they saying, like, hey man, the system is rigged, kangaroo court, like, you know, he had no chance and everything. So I don't know if you want to say, well, to be honest with you, I'm about to say, I don't know if you want to say if race play a part, but yes, race do play a part. No matter how much we want to, you know, try to ignore it or whatever it is, but stereotypes are out there, race play a part, and those type of things are going to make people have judgments on, you know, their opinion about this shit.
Right,
so,
that's true. Life is about choices.
He ain't lying.
You take the wrong path sometime, and it can lead you off into other branches of the tree of the bad. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's what happens. You got to pay for those consequences when you make those bad choices. You know, I made bad choices in my life. I paid for those consequences. You know what I mean? And I'm not the same man that I was before. It's still a little bit in me, though.
I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this chat, they did some dumb shit that they could look back on like, damn,
yeah,
I did that shit back in the day. So he's definitely at the age to where he should know better, but that don't make him exempt from making dumb decisions. It's crazy that he actually came from a 2-parent household also, you know, to where you got the both sides. You got the nurturer, and then the person that displayed the discipline. So I find it ironic. And another thing, I don't know if this is true or not, but with a lot of the donation money that they received, they said that they spent a lot of it on getting a new house. And the reason why they got the new house is because they said people was coming around terrorizing, making threats and stuff like that. So, I kind of understand that, but I really believe that most of that should have been for like a top-notch junk dog type of lawyer. You feel me? Somebody just eat that case. They'll make you believe like, yeah, this dude, he's innocent, man. It ain't no way. But yeah, like I agree with you. He made a very bad choice. And if the roles was reversed, us as black people will feel like, oh yeah, it was racial. He's gonna have to be thrown under the jail for God because of that. And he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. So, we can't be biased because, the shoe isn't on the other foot, and really got to call it for whatever it is. D Love was saying like, yeah, we used to walk around with, razors, switchblades, and all that other stuff. Yeah, honestly, on some real stuff, some of us did do that because we knew there was, man, going to summer school at Locke High School. Locke, if y'all know about Locke High School, you come up out of there. You got the gangbangers standing across the street, coming from across the street, pressing the students. You got grown-ass men pressing the students. God damn! So, depending on the environment that you grew up in, yes, you have to find ways to protect yourself because you can't just depend on 911. They're going to come 10 minutes later and your ass going to be dazed the fuck out on the concrete and shit. So, sometimes we do have to take measures in our own hands. In this situation, it's very unfortunate.
He can't blame nobody but himself, bro.
Yeah, man.
I don't even. Even if you're 17 years old, I know your mind ain't developed yet, but I know that was the wrong choice to do right there. We're seeing things that's like purposely being like a slap in our face, but at the same time, from the legal standpoint of it, it looks legit. You know what I mean? Like except for that one part where the guy child shooting the kid in the back. The justice need to be they need to come back to trial or something, or that man's got to pay some kind of way, and I'm sure he will. Probably financially on that part too.
Hey, but, that started like a whole boycott.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people are talking about boycotting just Asian businesses in totality all together. And,
wow.
Yeah, man. One thing that I heard from that, one Asian guy was saying like, basically, hey, I'll mess with the black people. I'll mess with everybody and stuff. So do I have to suffer from what other people are doing? And to be honest with you, I don't think that that's fair, but yes, I believe that any and everybody has to suffer from, like, that's what happened when you have bad reputations and bad stereotypes. Good people end up suffering from what the bad people do. So yeah, even though you might not have nothing to do with it, I rock with y'all, but you're gonna have to get it too until we get this understanding that everything gets squared away to where we can be cool again. Because at the end of the day, a lot of them, they set up shop in our communities, they take our money, they treat us like SHIT, and then they go to their own spot and do what they want to do. And the funny part about it is a lot of the products that they sell, from the hair that fuck up your scalp, from the liquor that fuck up your liver, from the cigarettes and all that shit that fuck up your lungs and just your body and give you cancer and shit, they don't do that in their own community. So some of the shit, the fucking Chinese food, they got all the GMOs and all that other fucking, got the orange chicken, MSG and shit. So yeah, man, like honestly, at the end of the day, something has to happen from that. And sometimes, unfortunately, innocent people are going to get involved, because how many times when somebody of our color get fucked with and somebody from their side, they see it going on. Do they jump in or do they? Well, that don't deal with me. They mind their business. So you have to pay a price for that. So it's better that you lose your money and your finances, other than losing your life like how somebody else did.
Hey man, so you gonna tell me 94.6 of y'all are not subscribed?
What are y'all doing? Hit that subscribe button and put notifications on all.
Now let's get to the video.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Are you a fan of my brand and want to show your support? Well, I got some awesome merch for you to check out today. I got everything from stylish t-shirts featuring my logo to cozy hoodies that are perfect for those chilly nights. And don't forget about the signature hats and mugs. Whether you heading out to a concert, running errands, or just hanging out with friends, my merch is the perfect way to show your love for the brand. And the best part, I got some exclusive deals and discounts going on right now. So what you waiting for? Head over to the store, grab your favorite item before they gone. Yo, you now rocking with classic music. Now what I want you to do is hit that like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Yeah, let's get it.